This is Morgan Hazelwood, back again with more writing tips and writerly musings. Hi, and welcome back. As always, I'm Morgan Hazelwood, and today I'll be talking about Pitchwars, the Pitchwars Community and Me. Now, if you're not a writer in the Twitterverse, particularly YA, or maybe middle grade or an adult novelist, you may not have heard of Pitchwars. So what is it? Well, pitchwars.org is a writing competition where instead of bragging rights that agents might not even care about, the prizes are a 3-month mentorship by an agented author and a lot of visibility to agents who are signed up for the pitch round after the revisions are done. So how do you find out more about these mentors? Well, on Tuesday, the Mentor Blog Hop officially began. As usual, they put the link up a day early. All the mentor blogs now have their wish lists and what they have to offer. From their editing or publishing experience to their taste in novels to their critiquing style. This is where you go to decide who has the personality and the skill to level your book up and make it agent-worthy. As you can only submit to 4 agents, you have to make sure you're picking the right ones for you and your story. So what about these manuscripts? Well, this opportunity is for finished manuscript novels that are ready to query. Or maybe you've already been querying and just haven't gotten as many nibbles as you'd like, or you just can't figure out what's wrong with your novel. This is not for that rough draft you ran through spell check. You gotta up your game. And the community. For many, getting selected will improve their book, but nothing guarantees an agent. And an agent doesn't guarantee that your book will be published. There are thousands, literally thousands of Pitchwar hopefuls, and with 107 mentors or mentor pairs, the odds are pretty slim of being selected. But there's always hope. But for many, the main draw of Pitchwars is the community. From the forums on pitchwars.org to bootcamp workouts provided to hopefuls to prepare themselves, to Twitter chatter, to Facebook, Pitchwars has a way of taking an isolating dream and connecting writers to others at the same stage in their career. Now, there are tons of writers out there, some struggling to find the time or the words to finish a scene, others dealing with a million ideas and fleeting focus, while others yet are published and working on that all-important 2nd book or 12th book or 29th book. But through Pitchwars, you can meet people with finished, polished manuscripts who are dreaming the dream. Now about me and Pitchwars. How did I come across this community? Well, 3 years ago, I came across the hashtag PitMad Twitter contest, back when it was 140 characters to try and entice an agent to like your tweet and thereby request a query. And I saw that the next Twitter event on the calendar was hashtag Pitchwars. I thought it was going to be another Twitter contest and tossed it on my calendar. As the time grew near, I double-checked the details and panicked. With 3 days to go before they started accepting manuscripts, I tore through the blog hop and dove into the Pitchwars community wholeheartedly. 2 days later, I found myself the admin of the Pitchwars YA Hopeful Support Group. And, well, in Pitchwars itself, though, I didn't get a single request. At the end, I wasn't selected. But I did win a first chapter, a query, and a synopsis critique from one of the mentors, one of the ones I'd actually submitted to. And with her help, I reworked my manuscript that next spring. Then I just started querying agents. Then Pitchwars rolled around again. I was still running the YA support group, so I started to look through to see if I could find something for some of my critique partners and the others in the group. And, well, I saw some asking for novels that mine might fit, with favorite books that sounded a lot like ones that work as good comps for my novel. And having a pile of form rejections didn't hurt my decision. So last summer, I resubmitted to Pitchwars with no nibbles. Now, I like to tell myself that my writing is good and they just didn't know how to fix my novel, or mine's unique but not a sure standout for that agent round at the end. Maybe there were other submissions that they knew exactly how to fix. So here I am with my third Pitchwars approaching. My only polished manuscript is that same one the mentors have rejected twice. Not that I haven't been writing, but 2 rough drafts and a chapter of a third manuscript aren't really Pitchwars material. I intend to sit this one out. I've been querying and tweaking, querying and editing all along. I've gotten a few nibbles from agents, but so far no takers. So it's been 3 years, and now I'm a Facebook admin for the main Pitchwars support group, the YA Pitchwars support group, and the Pitchwars Query Club for past hopefuls or mentees who are querying agents, not mentors, where we talk about rejections, requests, and the call. Or at least we want to talk about the call. Most of us haven't. I might have a slight addiction to Facebook groups, or rather compartmentalizing conversations, so people who aren't in the midst of an activity aren't subjected to a feed full of writing Pitchwars query chatter. If you're following my blog, well, it only happens once a year. And the support groups don't just sit around collecting dust in the off season. There's a question every day or weekday, encouragement, critique exchanges, and a place to vent to people who understand what you're going through. Plus, one of the things I try to do for the groups is make them a safe place. As always, it's the internet, so nothing's 100%, and the groups are open to anyone planning to or who have already participated in Pitchwars. The only people who are categorically forbidden are mentors. But I want the groups to be a safe place because I like support groups to be places where people can talk and vent and learn what is and isn't appropriate to say online. To learn how to be a professional writer without making a mistake in the heat of the moment that goes viral on Twitter, destroys your reputation, and or offends the very people you want to love your work. With members from 16 through retirement age, some are slower at learning why they should meet professional expectations. But beyond that, the real reason to join the support groups? Friendship. It's magical. Through the group, many people have found new beta readers, new critique partners, and new best friends. Honestly, the friendships and support networks you can create by joining the Pitchwars community can be an invaluable support, both emotionally and for your writing, even after you've stopped participating in the contest. Best of luck to all Pitchwar hopefuls, past, present, and future. And maybe I will look at that blog hop. Maybe somebody's looking for my novel this year, somebody new. As always, feel free to subscribe and tune in next Thursday for more writing tips and writerly musings. If you have anything you'd like me to cover in future episodes, comment below. I love to hear from you. See you next week.